It's not them who have said they want privacy. It's something that the tabloids have said about them. That
These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information found in the public domain. Please do your own research. And again, these are just my thoughts on what it's out about the monarchy for this video. It turns out that apparently now Harry and Meghan are changing the narrative once again. Now they're saying they never wanted privacy, that it was all made up by the media. I kid you not. This is what Harry and Meghan Markle are saying now. You just heard her lawyer say that they never wanted privacy. They just wanted to be able to control what it was out in the media. You know what? If they were private citizens, absolutely, absolutely. But they signed on as working members of the monarchy, not the royal family, the monarchy. And they knew full well what they were signing on for or to. Meghan Markle said it in her engagement interview that she knew what it was about. She knew what it was required of her. Now, for many of you will come at me and say, well, she's entitled to her privacy. Absolutely. If you look at the current members of the royal family and the monarchy, we don't know what they're up to most of the time. They are absolute privacy. Absolutely, they do have their own privacy. But we see them on official engagements and official occasions. So that's part of being a working member of the royal family, being part of the monarchy. Many of you are still confused and don't get the fact that the monarchy is a government institution. So the members of the working members of the royal family are public servants. Let me just roll this down a little bit here. So when you say stuff like that, sorry, I'm gonna get in here a little bit more. So when people say stuff like that, they have to be careful with what they say because they are government employees, they are public servants, they are tax funded. So as such, there's codes and rules that they cannot break. They're just like any government employee. Let me give you an idea for my American friends. Jen Psaki, I think that's the White House press secretary. She signed on to have that job. Because she's in that job, she's in a very unique position. She has access to all the press. She has access to everything. She has to do press conferences. She has to answer questions to newspaper reporters. She has to prepare speeches. She cannot, as a government employee, receive any gifts or anything because those are considered bribes. And if she doesn't declare them, she will be prosecuted for bribery and stuff like that because she's a government employee. Can you imagine? Jen Psaki, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, Jen Psaki or something like that. Can you imagine, as a press secretary, she knows she has to give press conferences. That's part of her job description. Can you imagine if she's in that huge, that's a very big position. And then she says, you know what? I am not going to give press conferences. How dare you? That infringes in my privacy. But instead, I'm going to charge. I am going to charge for every press conference I give on behalf of the government, of the people. And on top of that, I'm going to be wearing gowns that designers give me, and I'm going to promote them, and I'm going to make money out of the press conferences that I am giving from the ones that I'm charging, even though it's part of my job. Do you understand where I'm going with this? What would you say? She would be immediately sacked and she would be prosecuted for bribery, fraud, and all kinds of things. So this is the problem that people don't understand. That Harry and Meghan were government employees, were public servants. They signed up for a job. Now, part of that job is public appearances, being pictures. They cannot take any freebies. They cannot take anything. They cannot promote anything. Their only job is to work for the monarchy, for the government, and for the people. How to better project the monarchy, they sell the United Kingdom, improve relationships. It is a government job. So they were government employees. So when Harry ditched his duty to go to the Marine Ball or something like that, that they were supposed to go, or to that event, in order to go to the Disney opening so they could meet Beyonce and Jay-Z, and he could pimp Meghan Markle for a job. That is a crime in itself, because he was using the position within a government institution that they would otherwise not have, and abuse their connections, abuse the connections that position brought them to help the people to do their job for their own purposes, to pimp her out, using security. Meghan Markle used funds to buy that dress, stylist, and everything, to pimp her up for that event at Disney, while ditching what they were supposed to be doing with the military, with the veterans, with the soldiers who died for them, and which they represent. The security that went along with it also was funded, and every time they go on a public thing, it is a security. It was a security nightmare, and it is funded by the UK people. So basically, now they're changing the narrative, which is, oh, they never wanted privacy. You just heard that. Even though that's what they've been saying all along, that they left the UK because they wanted their own privacy. They wanted to live private lives, and that's not it. And now her lawsuit, and this is very important for you people. The reason they're doing this is because now they're switching the lawsuit idea, which is she started the lawsuit as, it is a private letter, which should have never been out in the public, to, well, it's not a private letter, but Meghan Markle was the only one entitled to leak it. Now, there's a problem with that narrative, because it needs to go to trial to determine whether she was behind the leaking to the People magazine. Because if she was, then her initial lawsuit, the whole mess that she started, was under false pretenses, which means that she started a lawsuit fully knowing that what she was doing was a lie, fully knowing. So hopefully it will go to trial, because this will be the end of Meghan Markle. But now she's spinning the narrative. Now it's like, well, no, they never said they wanted privacy. No. You're making it up. The press is making it up, in spite of the fact that Harry did multiple speeches about it. Meghan herself, how she was privacy, this and that. No, they wanted to charge for their public appearances while being public servants for the monarchy and for the UK people, while being funded by them. Meghan Markle was working on deals to charge for dresses, charge for everything. So now they're switching it, because they're trying to see which way it's going to come out with the judgment. I hope it goes to trial, because if the judge has to determine whether whether she actually wanted this letter leaked, and if she was behind the leakage and the leak on the People's magazine, she's done. Because then she published it first, and Mr. Markle has every right to defend himself using that letter that she brought up first. So it is incredible how they changed the narrative now through their lawyer. Now the lawyer is saying that Meghan Markle didn't bully anybody. No. It's their perceptions, their ideas. But of course she doesn't want to negate other people's experiences. I don't think Meghan Markle said that. I think this is the lawyer trying to cover her ass. Because this is like... You know how Meghan Markle went on Oprah to tell her truth, even though we know those are all proven lies? Now, many of you have told me, why does Meghan Markle keep lying? Well, because it has served her well. It's not that she's not aware, but it has served her well. The problem that she now has is that before, she was a nobody without a platform. So nobody really cared to investigate what she was saying. She was not worth the bother to see whether she was lying or not, because she was such a nobody. But now that she's a nobody with a huge platform, then people are going to say, wait a minute, attacking other people. She's a nobody with a huge platform attacking other people. So now she's being called out about it. She's been saying, wait a minute, you can't use the royal family, the monarchy's platform, to attack these people, attack the monarchy, and lie about it, especially when there are lies that are so easily proven to be lies. I was So for her, she keeps lying because it has served her well. This is, she learned very small that she could get away with it. Now, I wasn't dissing HG Tutor because many of you made comments about HG Tutor in my previous video. I wasn't dissing him. I was answering to a lot of emails I get. Let me put it this way. Let's say that you ask a person, do you know you're a liar? No, I'm not a liar. Do you know that you don't tell the truth? Yeah. Do you purposely set out not to tell the truth? Yeah. Do you know that by not telling the truth, that person, you're hurting that person, but you say it anyways just to hurt this person? Yeah. And you know that by not telling the truth, you gain a lot of money or whatever. Yeah. So you know that not telling the truth is called lying. No. Yeah, that is what it's called when you don't tell the truth. It's called lying. So for people to say that Meghan Markle shouldn't be called a liar or is not aware that she's lying because she doesn't know that action is called lying, that is stupid. I am sorry. That is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. And people can cop out behind it. Does Meghan Markle lie? Yes. Does she know she lies on purpose? Yes. Does she set out to lie for a purpose? Yes. She is aware that she's lying. She is aware she's hurting people. She is aware that she's abusing a platform that she never had. Whether you call her a narcissist or not, I don't call her a narcissist. I just call her a plain liar. She is a plain liar who had gotten used to lying so much. And she lied to get away with things. She lied to advance. And again, it worked in her favor. But because she wasn't lying, I don't know, to hurt people. She just cuts people off because she doesn't want to be faced with people who can expose her lies. So she is aware of what she's doing. If I would call her a narcissist, I don't know. But I can tell you that I call her a liar because she is a liar. It's like saying, I said to Perez Hilton in one of his videos, because he says he was talking about something about Meghan Markle, and I said, you know what? It's great that you're saying that. Is it rude that she wrote letters to the senators, or she called the senators? It's not rude. It's unconstitutional, and she committed perjury. And he responded to me, well, that's kind of murky. No, if you purposely lied to the courts, that is perjury. That is the definition of perjury, and is punishable by us, and is considered a crime. So people want to say, oh, it's murky. Oh, it's her untruth. Oh, it's her version of things. No. Call things by their name. Lie. She is a liar. She committed perjury. Now they're twisting the narrative around. Now they're saying that the people who were bullied, oh, it's not just their perception. No, it's not their perception. She knew what she was doing when she was bullying these people. She knew that she was taking advantage of the position she was in to harass these people and to make them quit. Anything that makes a person feel bad, it is because they feel bad. Just like she has false perceptions of things. I don't even think that the conversation Prince Charles had about Harry's kid, it was about the skin color being black. I think he was worried the kid was going to be a ginger, to tell you the truth. It's like, do you think he'll be a ginger? Was Prince Charles discriminating against Harry for being a ginger? How come nobody picks on the term that people say that Prince Charles was disappointed when Harry was a ginger? Do you remember that comment, that story about Prince Charles being, oh no, he's a ginger? How come nobody's calling him racist for that? Because he didn't like Harry's skin color or the fact that he was a redhead. How come nobody's calling Prince Charles racist for that? And it's really stupid. And I think Meghan Markle is behind this book, just like she was behind Finding Freedom. So for those of you who still think that Meghan Markle is not a liar, yes, she is. Now she's spinning the narrative through her lawyers, trying to say, oh, we never wanted privacy. What we wanted is we wanted to be able to be able to be the first ones to leak it. So this is, I hope it goes to trial, because it has to be determined whether indeed she was behind the leaking of People Magazine's article about that letter. So I hope it works that way. And let's see, it's come out on Thursday. And no, people were being bullied, and that lawyer knows that she shouldn't be talking about that because there is an ongoing investigation, and that in itself is another form of bullying, is another form of harassment for putting it out in the press in a big forum. And that little prick, that little interviewer, I don't know where, Amal, whatever, he is very good friends with Misha Nunu, and they were both partying at Harvey Weinstein, by the way, you know. And yes, Meghan Markle knows she's a liar. Meghan Markle absolutely knows, you know. It's like a murderer, and I repeat myself, it's like a murderer who you go and say, do you know that you're killing people? Yeah. Do you premeditate? You plan how you're going to kill them? Yes. Do you know that by killing them, you end their lives? Yes. Do you know you're a murderer? No. Do you know, well, let me inform you that by you premeditating killing people, organizing the crime and covering up, that is called murder. You know, and oh really? But you can't charge me as a murderer because I didn't know what that word existed. So please let me know your thoughts, and let's hope that it comes out on Thursday. That judgment is going to be very interesting, but I think they're trying to change the narrative now. What do you guys think? Please leave me your comments, like, share, and subscribe.